In Benoni, the fight against illegal mining is a relentless game of cat and mouse between private security patrols and the so-called zamazamas. It's a dangerous trade for everyone involved. Two private security companies who took us on patrol say they face heavily armed miners.
You're looking at rifles with scopes on them, snipers, you've got AK-47s, and most of it looks like military grade, the AK-47s. Because the magazines, in our line of work, we know how to differentiate between the firearms. And their magazines are a little bit longer than the normal average magazine that you will buy in a shop, which gives you an indication that it's military.
For more than a decade, rival groups have fought bloody turf wars for control of these shafts.
Crime is I think out of hand in Benoni area, specifically because the zamazamas basically do what they want. They move into town, which is that side. At night, local South Africans can't move around at night. Women get raped, people get mugged, and I think on a daily basis, as security companies that work with the zamazamas, we then have to try and intervene. But we also can only intervene to an extent where then we have to hand over to SABC. Every night there's gunfire, there's faction fights between the two different factions, and then both us and the other security companies have to then intervene.
Here in Benoni, mining is happening on the doorsteps of businesses and even people's homes. Just a few meters away from busy Snake Road in Benoni, the scars left by illegal mining operations in this community are apparent. They are used and abandoned illegal mining shafts. The men, or at least one who we've seen here, says they go down daily. Sometimes they spend a week or more beneath the surface digging for what's left of gold.
How many grams?
As the grams?
This gram, 1 gram, I ends up 1.5.
And what's the biggest you get away from, man?
From one day. So then I told about 100,000, the 2023.
Dr. Patel, who works with community safety groups, says the industry is a complex web, 60% foreign nationals, 40% locals, with diggers at the bottom and armed snipers guarding them.
The DMRE and government closed the shafts at the top. So what these guys do is they go in from the side. So they dig a tunnel from the side into the shaft, and that's how they barrel themselves into the shaft. There's no safety equipment, there's no lighting, all they have is this little light on the head. They operate with very archaic and conventional means. No oxygen tanks, no air conditioning, no air being pumped in and bad air out. You will hear of explosions. Sometimes people die in there because there's suddenly an explosion, and that could be methane gas or anything.
So even after last year's Operation Vala Umgodi cracked down on illegal mining, Patel says 80% of the shafts have already reopened. The battle seems endless. Just atop a mine dump, miners scattered again as soon as our crew arrived, watched closely by armed security.
Okay, so this whole area underneath us is basically shafts, and all those guys running there, zamazamas, they now saw us, and because they know we will arrest them, they start running. They will leave their product behind and run away. On the right-hand side by the dam, that's where they will normally stand and wash their product to get the free gold out of the product after they've molded. But this whole area, if the camera zooms over and goes over, you'll see people running. Those are all zamazamas.
Just down the road, we also found yellow machines, as well as rehabilitation work taking place alongside illegal mining. On our approach, miners disappeared underground while guards scanned for snipers. Police say Operation Vala Umgodi remains effective, but activists insist it targets the lowest level workers, while those profiting most continue untouched.
The crime has gone up in the areas. Police have been infiltrated, and I'm not saying all police are bad. Just please don't get me wrong on that issue, because the police are not bad. Unfortunately, you do have your factions, or not your factions, officers within the law that does not comply with the law. We make arrests and we never go to court for any of the arrests that we make.
For Benoni's residents, the Zamazama war is far from over. they live with the blasting from improvised explosives like this one, the danger and the fear, while wondering if anything will ever change.
I doubt that very much. This is a perpetual thing. It'll be ongoing for a long time.
That's our report, filmed in the last 24 hours while on patrol with private security guards in Benoni on Gauteng's East Rand, where, as you've just seen, the war against illegal mining is far from over.